Thank you. Good afternoon, everybody. So I'm Mike Hurley. I'm from Useful and Practical Ideas Limited, and I'm going to show you the flower tower. Okay. Flower tower comes packed in this very small 750-gram bag, okay, which is ideal for not shipping air when you're shipping it across from the manufacturer. If anyone wants to ask me any carbon neutral questions. Now, the way it works is this product gives you a slightly less than a metre planting space wrapped up into 1/10 of the space, which enables people to be able to grow all sorts of things on their patios or if they've got a small garden. It's ideal for grow your own products. Woody products don't work very well in there, like peppers, but things like cut and come lettuce, tomatoes, strawberries, and anything you can think of like that grows really well in there, as well as any bedding plants that are available. Useful planting time, we figure, is about 10 months of the year when we go over to winter bedding plants that go in there. We've expanded the hole size in this particular model to be able to take later grown products with wider root bases that allows us to plant out through June. The magic... I've got some time left. The magic left in the tube is quite important. Now, this tube has got graduated watering holes in it. In the bottom, there's a small hole. In the top, there's quite a big hole, and they're graduated all the way through the system. When it's in the centre, as you can see, you get direct access to the root system, which allows you to put water and feed directly into the root system, which conserves the amount of water that's required to water the products. Watering of this product, the plastic contains the moisture into the soil for quite a long time as opposed to other types of pots, and this is recommended to water once every 3 days or once every day in the height of the summer. It contains 30 plug plants, 3 in the top, so the growing capability of the product is quite high.
Great.
Any questions?
Yeah, where do you see your route to market?
This is a great product for mail order. It jumps off the page when it's fully grown and colourful, so people see them very, very well through mail order. It also works quite well on TV when it's presented on some of the shopping channel products, and it works very well with internet sales. If it goes in a garden centre, okay, it has to be planted and cared for, and some garden centres haven't got the resources to keep them up to spec.
Thank you.
Can you tell me how the user actually knows when the water's run out, and so it doesn't dry out? Because it doesn't appear to be any indicator.
No, there's no indicator. What we do is we use the traditional touch test. So if the soil's moist...
So it's high tech.
Yeah. Yes?
Mel? Hang on, Mel.
When it's full and planted...
Yes, it's beautiful.
Can you move it?
You can. I'll show you. Hang on.
That's not full and planted. Does it still all hold together when you move it?
Oh, absolutely, yes. Yes. Yes, it does. It does. I promise you. Okay. Just on that, it's a plumber's fit at the bottom where this tube goes into. And the reason I bought a spare one, I can't actually get this one out. Okay. And it's barb fitted at the bottom. Okay, so it's very strong. And these clips at the side, they're butterfly clips. And once they're done up, you can undo them, but they are very strong.
Are there any holes in the bottom that you can put pegs in to make sure it stays standing up if you've got a windy garden?
No, there are no peg holes in the product, but we have engineered it so the centre of gravity sits about here, and we've got the optimum size of this footprint in order when it's fully moist, the soil, it holds very, very strong and steady. If it's allowed to dry out, especially when it's bushy, it will fall over, so you have to make sure it's regularly watered. If you see it lying on your side, you need to water it, okay?
That's the watering indicator.
That's right, yeah.
Any other questions?
Any more questions?
No? Brilliant.
Okay,
thank you,
thanks
Mike.
very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Who have we got next on your list? Come on, wakey, wakey. Can we have Zest for Leisure to talk about your tall vertical herb stand that I noticed you haven't brought all the way down there? That's because you planted it up. Yes. Go on, introduce yourself and thank you, Paul.
Good afternoon, I'm Paul from Zest for Leisure. It's nice to see you all. Zest is a company based in North Wales and we provide garden timber products, so decorative timber, benches, furniture, those sorts of products, as well as grow your own. So I haven't brought this product, well noticed Trevor. It was just simply, unfortunately, too big and bulky to bring along here. However, this is part of the grow your own range. It's called the Tall Vertical Herb Stand. Part of our range that we've now been running for a number of years and seen great success over the last few years, of course, with the reinvention of a lot of grow your own, especially in the last couple of years. This product is flat packed when it arrives at the garden centre. It can be ordered in single quantities. We do various offers if you wish to take pallet quantities, but you can order it in single units. The 5 troughs are pressure treated, so all the timber is pressure treated. It's FSC certified, so Forest Stewardship Council certified, so it's from very well-managed forests around the globe. And the product is self-standing, and when it's full of the compost material and the plant material, ideally in this case it's got herbs in it, but you could put impatiens or Petunia safina or a product like that or a plant like that to allow it to cascade over the product itself. It's going to be very, very stable. It's got 2 base units at the bottom, which keeps it nice and stable on the ground. And as I say, will do a fantastic job. Retail is about £120, so that gives you an idea of the retail price. As I say, it's fully pressure treated, flat packed, and comes with a guarantee. But what it doesn't do, it doesn't have any drainage holes, so what we'd recommend is maybe some loose chips into the bottom of each trough, or possibly even drill a hole in there just to prevent the water from becoming clogged.
Any questions? I have one, but well, I don't need to use that because I'm mic'd up. Why did you put that little basket by it? Was that a prop? Yeah, okay, all right. It wasn't part of the kit, the little basket. Oh, it's to collect the herbs in. Okay, sorry.
On average, how long would it take somebody to actually put that together, and what tools would you need?
Thank you for that. It's a good question. The product comes, as I say, flat packed, so it is a case of the end user customer putting it together, or at least the garden centre retailer putting it together, because this product, unless it's really effectively displayed, it's fundamentally timber, so it needs to be nicely displayed so it comes to life. So to actually put it together, you're probably talking about 20 minutes, maybe half an hour maximum, and all you really need is ideally a drill, probably a posi drive a drill and a drill bit, because all the fixtures and fittings that it's required to put it together come in the pack supplied with the product. So for most people, I would suggest a maximum of about half an hour to build it. But the key about it being flat packed is much easier to transport, and especially easy for customers to take home and to then obviously get the pleasure of building it in their garden. Thank you for that question.
Any other questions? Andy, you're almost going to ask a question. Go on.
Just seeing it there, are you suggesting it sort of put against the wall or more freestanding, or, I mean, looking at the stability of it?
Yeah, thanks, Andy. It's designed really to be freestanding. It can obviously go against a wall. If you want to see the actual product, and apologies for not bringing it along again, but if you want to see the product, it's on our stand. Just follow the great big inflatable lime and you'll see the Zest stand over there. You can see it's not up against a wall or a fence, it's just completely self-standing, and that's really what it's designed to, on a patio or on a deck area, or ideally on a solid surface rather than on a turfed area, but other than that it's self-standing.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. And of course you can see all of the products that we've talked about so far on the new product showcase over there. Right, next we have Primeur to come and talk about the Tierra Verde planters. Right, Jenny.
Not the biggest planter in the world.
No, go on. Introduce yourself. And
Hi everybody, I'm Jenny from Prima. So I'm talking to you today about the Tierra Verde newest additions in our range. The Tierra Verde collection is entirely made of recycled rubber. It's a great eco story. Tyres take a very long time in landfill to be decomposed, often burnt, so they are a big polluter in the world. And we're taking tyres and turning them into really great products for the garden. So the planter collection we have has been enhanced this year with a number of different larger scale planters that you saw in our offering. This is one of them, the flamenco planter with a tapered curved silhouette. We've also got the Sonata trough, which has again, it's a larger trough that has some clever dividers in so that you can segment planting. All of our planters have self-watering reservoirs in them. So they also come supplied with plugs, so the planters can be for indoor or outdoor. And we do have the planters mostly in a range of either slate, as you see here, or a pewter colour. In terms of selling units, so this planter would retail for around £80. They are large planters and very durable. So the great thing about them in a garden centre environment is they're virtually indestructible. If you knock these over, they'll just be stood back up, no breakages in stores or for the customer in the home. And they come supplied as singles, which is really useful. We do a number of different planters in the range, so you can stock up a pallet display whichever way you wish. This is brand new this year, but a number of our troughs have been selling and have been doing really great. Thank you.
Well done, Jenny. Thank you. Any questions for Jenny? No? Go on. Yeah.
Price?
Price, £80 retail for this one. The trough is slightly less at around 70, and then we've got a table trough, which is around 30.
Can you just give me a bit of background as to where you get all your raw material from? I mean, do you go hunting around for piles of old tyres?
No, we don't go hunting around for piles of old tyres. A lot of the actual supply chain is quite protected, but essentially tyres are shredded, so all the metal and all the other composites are taken out, and they're shredded down into a tyre and then into a crumb, and then they're made into the manufacturing process in that way. The tyres that are predominantly from a European base, so they're clean tyres.
Oh, are you implying that if they came from America, they wouldn't be clean?
Possibly, Trevor.
Are they colour stable?
Yes, they're UV stable. The only thing we can't do with these plants, unfortunately, is make them white. So the pewter is turned into one of the really great sellers this year, as grey is everywhere, isn't it? But slate is still probably the timeless classic.
Lily?
I was just going to ask, what's the reservoir capacity?
What's the what, sorry?
The water reservoir capacity.
It's probably around 2 litres in this one, but obviously it varies depending on the size of the actual planter. The troughs will hold probably more than that.
Excellent. Good. Yeah, are you done? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jenny.